This would have been unthinkable under the previous Taliban regime. A female anchor interviewing a member of the hardline Islamic group. Back in power, the Taliban seems to be on a PR mission to reassure the country and the world Afghan women's rights will be respected, anyone who worked against the militants will be forgiven, and Afghanistan will never again harbour terrorists. The Taliban spokesperson told Sky News girls will go to school, unlike 20 years ago.
In Afghanistan, there were thousands of schools, girls' schools, universities. They all are operating.
For women and girls in Afghanistan, it's hard to believe. When the Taliban last ruled, strict Islamic law was imposed, requiring them to stay home, only allowed out in a burqa, accompanied by a male relative. This time the Taliban say women don't have to wear a full burqa, just a headscarf. The claims met by some with cautious optimism.
I appreciate their kind gesture of calling out women to come back to their workplaces and schools and universities. But they should give us this right to be still uncertain, to be still confused, and to still be afraid, because it's not easy for us looking into their reputation and their previous regime. I think it will not be easy for Afghan women to all of a sudden come out and restart their normal lives.
The message for anyone who worked for the toppled Afghan government, security forces, or even for countries like the UK is also conciliatory.
Even though we know they killed us, not 10, not hundreds, thousands of us were killed by them, but we still announced a general amnesty, actions, not words. And the action, the sound louder than words.
This scramble to leave Afghanistan a sign that many doubt these words, or that the Taliban leadership can control the actions of their foot soldiers. And then there's the question of terrorism. The Taliban claims Afghanistan will never again be a haven for groups like Al-Qaeda, but a recent UN report warned up to 500 Al-Qaeda fighters were thought to be in the country. Their ties with the Taliban run deep. The risk of a resurgent threat, all too real. Deborah Haynes, Sky News.